Hey everybody, Jay Barrino here, welcome back. Playing another StarCraft 2 Weekly Mutation, joined by Subsaurian.
Howdy, howdy. And this looks like, if I'm correct, we might have a twofer this week.
Yeah, so we figured we'd knock this one out, even though, yeah, it's probably going to get replaced. So, in case anyone wasn't aware, if there is not a mutation queued up and ready to go, it defaults back to Train of the Dead, which was the first mutation ever.
Yeah, and when this happened before, they reset it with the Tuesday one, so and it also gives you double the bounty for the week, so that's nice.
Yeah.
So if you're a time traveler, because it's definitely going to be up by the time they reset it.
That's a good point. Yeah. Maybe I'll just throw it up early tomorrow or something. Just.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, if you rush in immediately right now, you might get it.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, Tuesday morning though is usually when it gets updated. So we'll be if it gets updated, I'm assuming it will. They'll throw in a new group. We will play again and play it then.
Yep.
Okay. So Walking Infested, Outbreak, and Darkness. So just lots of infested Terrans. Late game gets pretty crazy with the aberrations, and then Darkness is just sort of annoying.
Yeah, I've been itching to play Minx for a while, but none of the mutators have really been good for it. So I think I'm gonna go with Minx.
Do you think I should go more defensive-oriented?
I mean, really, this one's not so bad, so you could go really whoever you want. But yeah, defensive-oriented could be good. Someone with, someone who can protect us from the aberrations during the late game.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Stukov.
Oh, Stukov's always good, provided it doesn't lag us out.
Well, yeah, that is a lot of infested. That's true. Either that or...
Yeah, it won't matter for... Yeah, I've never really had much issue with it, but I know for a lot of people, when they play Stukov on infested maps, especially with Stetman, it's a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Stet zones really are what cause the problem. It's just sort of like pylon power fields, but they're always visible, so they're always lagging you. It's fun stuff.
Yeah, it was even worse earlier when they had not only the effects... And I think you played it at launch, you remember, when they had the loud sounds every time they deactivated.
Oh my gosh. Well, it was particularly bad on Dead of Night. Yeah, because they were always being deactivated endlessly from every direction.
Yep. That was the first game I played with Stetman. I'm like, this is a nightmare.
Oh look, now it's my turn to have my mastery reset.
All right.
Do I still get the? Does it still count towards my total?
Yeah, it still counts. It's just a visual thing.
Man, you're getting there. You're almost 700.
Okay, I should grind out the last few. It's just it's been annoying because it's about the time we usually have a stim pack, and that's when I start grinding games, and we've not had one for a while. Hey, maybe with the new patch we'll get it. We're not going to get a new commander with the new patch.
You mean like tomorrow's patch? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
People were speculating, but it's almost certainly just going to be the balance changes they've been testing.
I mean, it all comes down to... I mean, I just don't think many companies are talking about it, but it's very clearly coming down to quarantine, or to COVID. Like, all these companies, they've changed their workflow so drastically that, like, of course, they're going to be much further behind on what they typically put out.
And defend yourselves.
Not to give them, an easy out or anything. I'm not trying to, like, defend them on their behalf. I'm just saying, like, this is the reality of it.
Oh, no.
Everything's slowing down. Yeah.
I think most people agree. Especially anyone who's working in tech currently.
Right, yeah. But, like, why would they come out 3 months in advance and be like, hey, we expect things aren't going to be coming out? They're just going to wait until it's already delayed and then be like, hey, it turns out it was COVID. We did our best.
We did what we could. But, I mean, the co-op team's still working, so...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we'll see.
Oh yeah, and I think weren't the infestations made cheaper?
Yes, except the last one have been made cheaper, which is super nice for him.
Yeah.
They wanted to change his ramp-up time. Kind of what he needed, because his balance changes were pretty much a straight nerf.
Yeah. Which is surprising, because it's typically not how they treat the commander changes, but...
Yeah, his was a bit weird, because they mentioned they wanted to make mech like a more viable option, but they didn't get really significant enough buffs to justify how steep the nerf was.
I think it's just... Yeah, too many of his core upgrades are they just require so much cost. Like, even if you're playing mech, you're going to want to get your infestation levels, but I guess the fact that they made those cheaper was good because again,
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff that was it de-incentivized me from.
Yeah, from playing him.
Exactly. Well, from playing mech, from playing anything else.
Yeah, his siege tanks are always good, and Diamondbacks. I know people bring. I never cared for them, but I know a lot of people really like his Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
But his air has just always been so weak. There's little to no reason to use Banshees.
Well, Liberators are cool, but
room for civilians.
yeah, I mean, rarely useful. Yeah.
No, yeah, they're useful on Void Launch. I tend to find. I like using them. It's just they're not. Yeah, they're in a weird niche.
Yep.
It's like a super tanky, strictly anti-air unit.
Allied space under assault.
Oh, that's right. Stuff comes out early. I can grab that.
Okay. I'll get you a bunker soon.
Yeah, thank you. Just to get my, I know Earth Splitter is not amazingly fun to watch, but it should be. Shouldn't be too
Yeah,
bad.
it should be pretty good here. Are you good? Yeah, I was gonna say if you're good against that, I want to break my rocks and then I'll.
Yeah. I get pretty fast troopers and flamethrowers do work.
Oh yeah, especially on this mutation. That's a good point. That should pretty much handle things.
Yep.
The Protoss stand in
Oh,
our way.
good. We got a Protoss comp.
Oh yeah, easy peasy. All right. I've been playing a lot of the Command and Conquer remaster, and like, oh my god, have you been?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
I've been playing that pretty because I grew up. Command and Conquer was my first RTS before even StarCraft, so
Okay.
I had forgotten a lot of the problems it had though.
Yeah, there's just so many bizarre balance issues with the way those old games worked. It was just
Yeah, Command and Conquer was always a weird case because it more than even Brood War, I'd argue, was very balanced around the maps. Like if you had a big Navy map, Allies would just dominate. If you had a big map, Nod would dominate.
yeah.
If you had like to do more head-on engagements, GDI, yeah. So it was Brood War's like intricacies of the map defines the balance, like taken to an extreme.
Yeah, agreed. And I think the more that I'm playing the campaigns, at least they're designed kind of around like a very specific type of strategy, very
Yes.
very specific. And if you aren't prepared to do that pretty much right from the get-go, you're gonna struggle like right from the start. Which again, it's kind of a weird conundrum with the way that they're designed. It's like if you made like one too many defensive structures, then you might not have enough money to get the extra orca you need to win the map.
Yep, there's like a limit.
Yeah.
I found looking in hindsight that the original Command and Conquer had some really, I wouldn't even say painful, just like not the best designed maps. Whereas Red Alert really improved a lot of the map design. Ooh, I forgot that the trains spawned infested. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh. I've been focusing on macro. I should get the splitters up.
I would like to keep this alive. I think the next enemy attack comes from down there anyway, so.
Allied forces in combat. Allied space under assault. SCVs under attack.
Yeah.
Not
It's a bit weirder with darkness because I'm so used to seeing the
Yeah, exactly.
seeing things pop up.
I could get a lot for this guy.
more minerals required.
Oh god, your workers. I'm so sorry.
Oh, oops. No, that was my fault.
I forget. Yeah, that's because they came from the train. I was like, they don't go up straight to the expansion, but they do, because of that.
It's okay. I'm Manx. It's not
Yeah,
a huge deal.
yeah. Your workers basically come back instantly. So.
Sequences. High forces under attack.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, Earth Splitters might not be good here. I'm realizing that I can't actually target through the fog. Oh wait, no, yes I can.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't have the that research yet.
Got it.
Insufficient.
All right.
There's a train incoming at this moment? Is that correct?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Mutation
I
complete.
was so focused on rebuilding.
Allied forces in combat.
Okay, this shouldn't be too bad.
Hive cluster under direct assault.
It's a lot of Phoenix. See, this is where Liberators actually might be pretty good.
That's true. It's against this specific comp.
Operational.
Shouldn't be too bad.
This one time, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I made 2 factories. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna make tanks.
Tanks are really good here, I'd say. Oh, get my dogs
Our
up more up.
enemies seek to destroy everything we have
Our
built.
enemy's remains.
Main objective destroyed.
There we go, not too bad, I guess.
Competent.
Yeah, let's, I guess, kill all these flippin'...
Yep. Just let my Zerg go.
Command unacceptable.
Alright. Now I can get the calcified armor
Allied
upgrade.
forces
I always...
in combat.
The Phoenix are annoying. I guess, like, I can have enough units to basically stop them from...
Reinforcements.
Yeah, they're a bit annoying for me, if only because of the, they mess around with my...
You got a train to catch.
Elite Guard,
and
yeah.
Miss it, do you?
Or they just float over my mineral line and kind of mess with my blimps a bit.
Right, right.
I should get my,
Not enough minerals.
hold on.
I will say, like, back to the Command and Conquer stuff, I think I'm actually gonna be able to beat it this time, which is like a dream for me. Like, I never actually was able to complete those games.
Sequences spawn.
Yeah, I did it way back in the day, and I'm finding now that I'm losing to levels that I beat when I was 5, and I don't know how that worked.
That's
Like
funny.
a lot of the nod levels are just like, how do I'm also just really bad with nod. I know they're supposed to be good and super micro heavy, but
Must be a priority.
I've never figured them out.
Intercept
I
it
don't.
if you can.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's really an easy way for you to. I don't know. That's what I'm saying though. Is like I feel like there's a lot of strange strategies that are required. Like a lot of the intended strategies are what we would consider cheese in
Yes.
today's day and age.
Oh man, if you think, have you done the Counter-Strike missions or like the bonus ones that they've added?
Those are nuts. No, I haven't
Some
played
of-
them, but I know they're crazy.
Some of those actually just do require you to cheese the map. Like there's one I know where you got to abuse the ability to like spread walls to
Yep.
be able to build outside of like a big
Enemies
base.
are mustering.
It's a
Prepare
I don't
yourself.
I don't know how you're supposed to win those normally.
It's a trip. Yeah.
Forces in combat.
Oh shoot, there's a bottom. Ah, bring out
Oh, that'll do
bring
it.
out the Zerg. Yep.
Oh, thanks for the extra cannon here. I'll just give you some brootlings and.
Allied forces mutation and complete.
You know what I might actually build is, I know they're usually not considered great, but Thors against heavy anti-air comp would actually be helpful.
Uh-huh.
Because that's pretty much their
Got a
niche.
pair of trains, one from each station. Better step on it, commanders.
Oh, need to fill these boys up. Problem is my Earth Splitters aren't particularly, like, they'll get the trains and some of the ground stuff, but it's against the air. I'm
Yep.
more reliant on you, really.
Well, yeah. Again, I guess I should just make liberators. I don't know.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. That's up to you. I think we're doing fine so far, though.
Yeah. Even if we only get one train here, which I don't think. I think we would get both, but still.
Glad I didn't saturate my gas.
The Alexander flies again.
God, Alexander is just so flipping good.
It's
I love it.
great.
We're taking out about half the trains. Nice work, commanders.
Okay, this is going fine. I'm just gonna get some tanks, and I can just set them up behind our mineral lines, and not our mineral, our front door, and
Yeah.
they should hit the trains as they go by too.
Allied
I might
forces
fork it out.
in combat.
Actually, yes, you can.
Forces under attack.
I do like how Megs has that his suit, his high tier 3 units. You just get one of them, and you get a passive bonus to everything else. I quite
Yeah.
like that.
His battle cruisers are real good about that. It's
Main
his
objective
Thors, I think, could still
destroyed.
use a bit of a buff with that,
Yeah.
but
Killing a fleeing
the range on his battle cruisers are just pretty crazy.
Fight our opponents in the field, or we'll be fighting them at home.
Oh, yeah, that's so many Tempests.
Jeez. All right. You know what? I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, that was a great spot to use that in.
Forces in combat. Swarm forces.
Ooh, actually, Tempest might not be the best choice. I realize now that they get bonus against my Thors.
Mineral quantity.
That's alright.
I love the Thor deployment thing though. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I
Here we go. Knock that train over.
really like their designs too.
Yeah, the range on it is nuts. This one's interesting too because I thought it was just clever for them for their first one because you can't see where the trains are coming from, so it did assume that you had some decent knowledge on how
Yeah,
how they spawn and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
Speaking of that, did they come from the north here? I can't remember. Am I bombing the wrong thing?
Oh, I guess it does come from the middle. See, I didn't know either. That's
Oh
funny.
yeah. There we go.
Swarm forces under attack.
A weapon more
Allied
rapid.
forces in combat.
Spam the Zerg.
Swarm forces under attack.
Oh, now I'm starting to get some heavy lag. I don't know about
Oh,
you.
really? No, I'm doing okay for now. I wasn't watching the train though, so.
Say good
Yeah, that might be why. It's only really when the trains blow up and all the
Yeah.
infested have to spawn.
Exactly. You know, maybe Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks wouldn't be bad with their because there's not too many heroic units here, and their snare's really good now.
Yeah. I would say with enough Earth Splitter ordnance, like you're blasting through the trains, no problem. So.
Hostiles will reach us soon. I look forward to hearing your plan.
Oh gosh, I've lost count of, or lost track of how what direction they all come from.
Yeah.
That's all good though.
Let's see. Okay, so I've got tanks at each entrance, which should,
Swarm
Yeah.
forces
that'll stop
under
the
attack.
aberrations, I think.
Together we can destroy any foe.
Sequences.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well against the infested. It's more the air units at this point that's a little annoying.
Yep. I mean, the thing with your conscripts though is like it's insanely cheap and really good anti-air. Like,
Yeah,
look at that.
Their missiles are some of the most efficient, especially against armored anti-air. which
Yeah.
is fighting. It's the most efficient per cost anti-air in the game. Also, you can just pick up the.
Swarm
Oh god,
forces
there's
under
DTs.
attack. Complete.
I should get detection.
I have detection on the ramps. If you want to lure them up there.
Under attack.
Ah, will do. Makes sense. There we go.
I guess I could manually detonate banelings. That might be a little overboard. I don't know.
It might. It could. Yeah, it might be. You have to really plan it well, though.
Yeah.
Allied forces in combat.
Those trains on the third rail are fast as hell. Gotta take them out quick.
Swarm forces under attack. Swarm forces under attack.
Alexander, go. What are you doing?
This one's gonna be some bringback lag. We're still doing well.
Yeah.
A main objective
I mean, both
has
trains are
been
basically gone,
destroyed.
so I guess we can go for the bonus.
I have
Yeah, we
the
can.
wrong fight.
That shouldn't be too bad.
Okay, looking good, and I think we have enough defense at each ramp that even the stuff that spawns is fine.
Attack.
I believe the enemy wishes to test our defenses.
I will say the more that I've allowed Manx to kind of set in, the more I like him. It's probably one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Under attack.
I'm contractually obligated to like him because
Forces under attack.
they made me canonically the guy who made his Dogs of War call down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you scroll over them, they talk about Doctors of Soria. But I do really, yeah, I think he has a lot of concepts rolled into one, which I really like.
Objective
They
Was
really
that-
nailed the honestly Command and Conquer-esque
Yeah.
kind of style of gameplay.
Command and Conquer and Warhammer for sure. I get that impression
Yeah.
too.
Commanders.
Oh, are we? Yeah, we are on the last one.
On the last one, we just got a ton of these air units up here that are just.
Forces under attack.
That's nuts. I'm just gonna spam out a ton of infested marines. Okay, now the frames. There we go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just nuke this.
Now, I threw away all my Diamondbacks for no reason because all we have to do is kill the train, which you can do exclusively with Earth Splitter Ordnance.
Oh, the power beads. I think my only sad part is there were so many different concepts where I was like, oh, this could be good for this character and this character, and then now they're all on Meg's.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I don't mind, because I really like a commander with options. I felt like a lot of them ended up being too mono. Like, you gotta do one thing, and that's their thing.
Well, either you have to do one thing, or like they have options, but some of them are just so irritating to use, like Stetman lurkers.
Like
I'm not gonna use. Yeah, well, yeah, Stukov is a great example there. Yeah.
Objective destroyed.
Like, of course I'm gonna make a flood of infested Terrans. That's his core theme. Why would I want to make Banshees?
Like, yeah, I like the idea of his Brood Queens, but they're just so expensive for how much micro you have to do for them.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I mean, with some of the other commanders, like the micro-intensive stuff is like it's so powerful that it is worth it. But again, the Brood Queens, like it's not really. Maybe unless you're against Zergling Muta or Terran Bio, but that's it.
Yeah, I want to like them because their spawn Broodling has been basically changed to like a low cooldown Yamato cannon.
Yeah.
But no, they really just need to either be cheaper or not be instantly targeted down. They have very high target priority.
Right.
But no, there's a lot of them like that. But like Stetman's Mecha Infestors are insane when used right. His Lurkers are not particularly.
Well, the Lurker ground attack, where it like targets an area, the AoE of that is insane. It's insane, yeah. But like, who wants to use that? Nobody.
I mean, it's good specifically on the map we just played.
That's a good point, yeah.
Like a lot of things, it's like, well, it's like Stukov Liberators. Well, they're good on Void Launch, and that's about it.
Well, I mean, I guess the part of it too is we're just recording here past the. That's fine though. You have to move them into position and burrow them. So there's a time period of having to wait for them to move there, and then you have to cast the spell. And then there's a delay between when you start casting the spell and casting the spell. So for me, like, I'm a relatively slower player. I would rather just use something that requires fewer clicks. I mean, it's not a lot of clicks. The issue is that there's a waiting period, and while I'm waiting, I feel obligated to do something else, which I just don't want to do.
Yeah.
I don't have to do, yeah.
When they just have better options that are more impactful for less effort,
yeah,
usually you go with that option.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess it's the lazy man's way to play. But it is a game. I do find myself sometimes I very often purposefully use less optimal strategies just because I like some diversity. Yeah,
same. There's a reason I love spamming Dark Archon Vorzoon. It's not optimal, but it's super fun.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Well, this one was quick and dirty and easy, and we'll come back probably with the real mutation for you all on Wednesday.
It's going to be mines again. I'm calling it.
I really hope not. I feel like we've had a lot of mines lately. Yeah, enough of that.
I don't think we're going to, but we'll see. It's a complete unknown this time, so we can't look it up and prepare. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, well, we'll see you all not next week, but later this week. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.